Welcome back to the channel. Today's indie game is A Way to Be Dead by Crania Games. I enjoyed playing this game. The concept is that you have 5 victims / survivors, as you can see here on the table, and you have the doctor, who's basically the one that's trying to not let you escape, and you also have zombies, but the zombies basically fight on both sides. They're kind of neutral, and I'll talk about that a little bit more as we go on. The reason I made my video this way with no webcam and it's me basically just talking over some gameplay that I recorded previously was just that I had issues getting into games. The player base isn't really big right now, so I kind of had to go when I could, and at the time I just couldn't record my voice or have the webcam on because there was too much stuff going on in the background. So that's kind of why I had to do the video this way. Other than that, as you can see, the game looks really great. You start off in what kind of looks like a morgue in the basement. You know, get your flashlights, you get your batteries, and then you're off. And the main objective, like most games, right, similar to like, you know, Dead by Daylight, things like that, the objective is to escape. But in the meantime, you have the doctor who's upstairs and he's running around. When you first get out of, we'll see the doctor in a second, but when you first leave the morgue, there's basically the, as you can see here, the sewer that you're in, and there is a limit as to when you have to exit, or something will happen to you. I'm assuming you die because of the gas, as it says. However, I've never made it that long. I've always escaped, so I don't know what actually happens, but I would assume that's what happens, is you die. I thought that this was really cool here too. Kind of looks very gruesome. As you can see, there's like maggots or worms coming out of the sewers. So there's 2 sewers that will take you to the outside, which you'll see here in a second, which is kind of like the main courtyard of the hospital. And then there's 2 other exits, and they take you directly into the building. Now, once you're out, the objective is going to be to find some bodies. You're going to have to find some bodies, and once you find the bodies, you're looking for keys, so you got to loot them. Now, I was not successful in doing that in my first match. You're going to see soon. There's going to be a zombie that's going to pop out, and like I said, they will attack you, but they also attack the doctor. And there's going to be a twist, but I'll wait for that to happen to show you guys. But it's, yeah, the game is very unique for sure. Very fun to play, I would say, with friends. As you can see at the bottom there, there's some 4 abilities. We'll get into those in a second here too. A zombie just came out and I started getting attacked by it, but then the doctor came. And you're going to see in a second, it's going to start attacking the doctor as well. So now you're down. And when you're down, like every other game, you can be revived. You have, I think it's 60 seconds on the clock there, and someone has to come and pick you up, basically. If not, that is where the twist comes in. You can see in the background the zombie is fighting the doctor, and they're trying to, you know, he's not killing it, but he can actually kill the zombies. And yeah, so I was not successful in my first match, to say the least. It does need a bit of buffing. I find that the doctor, like, it's 2 hits, you're down. And you gotta like, you can stop him as a survivor if you use your mouse button to flash the light in his eyes, but it's very tough. I would say it's even harder than using the flashlight in Dead by Daylight, which is already a thing in itself. I also tried to play a match as a doctor, but that was very unsuccessful. I actually had to change my region too to play. I went in the Europe region. I couldn't get anything in the US base. But anyways, here's the twist. You come back as a zombie when you die, which I think is a cool way to keep yourself in the game. You can either betray your friends, which will give you some zombie points. You can try to turn back by finding a nurse. A nurse can bring you back as a victim. Or you could be a protector and protect your friends from Dr. Riley and the zombies. Now, if I remember correctly, in my first match, this wasn't really the case for me, because I don't think I found anybody. Maybe a zombie I think I attacked, but I wasn't able to actually find Dr. Riley or any of the other survivals to, you know, or victims, sorry, to see what I would do. But again, I did some exploration, found out that you could not crouch. Zombies don't crouch. Dr. Riley doesn't crouch either, which is great to know when you're a victim. Now you can see that you got that bar at the bottom that says protector or betrayer. There's also that red bar, that's your health, that does go down over time. And anyways, as you saw there, I ate a corpse. You'll find corpses all over the place, and you eat them, and that's how your health goes up. And now I started to try and destroy this other zombie that I ran into, but I was very unsuccessful in doing so. That I kept hitting her, but she wasn't dying. So I'm not sure, once again, if you can kill the zombies as a zombie. I think it's more of like you just protect your friends, so you continue to hit them. And anyways, we pretty much died here, I think is where it was, because as you can see, 2 of the victims already died. There was only the 3rd, and I believe they're about to die real soon here. And yeah, so that was my first match experience. It wasn't terrible. Again, I do think this game needs improvements. However, I think it has a lot of great potential, and having more player base would definitely help with that. That was the first one. The MVP was obviously the Doctor, since he won. My second match was a little bit shorter. As you saw, I started with somebody right away. Was able to loot a little bit in the room, got my flashlight, got my batteries. And in this match, I started to experiment more with some of the abilities that you have. If you pressed the number 2 key on your keyboard, that will actually make you whistle or have dialogue. And basically with that, you can communicate with your teammates, which is what I was doing. And you can also distract zombies, so you can get zombies to come your way, or just kind of distract them. Here I was kind of trying to get my teammate to come, so I kept whistling at him, and then finally he came, he turned around, and we had 1 player drop out on this one as we started, so we ended up being 3 victims and Dr. Riley. I decided to go the building entrance this way this time around too. And so yeah, I went up the building, and you'll see here once we get inside, it's a little bit different. You have different paths that you can go, and as you can see here, yeah, I think this is sorry, I got confused. This is not the one, but as you can see, anyways, we teamed up. We decided to go inside and start looting the bodies, but we were unsuccessful in doing this as well, because as soon as we're gonna go up here, I think this is the game where Dr. Riley was already there. Yeah, see, it just happened, and he got our friend down. But I did find a really cool ability, and basically you can play possum, and when you play possum, Dr. Riley doesn't know. I decided to search my first body too, and as you can see here, you have better chances of finding things if you've searched at least a minimum of 3 bodies. And this is where I found out, see, he turned into like a corpse. And yeah, anyways, that is how I found out that you could play possum. So if you press I believe it's the number 1 key, you'll turn into like see, I pretend to die, and then I turn into a corpse, and I can watch myself. But if Dr. Riley comes, he can't tell that that's a corpse and not me. But anyways, as you can see here, it didn't work out for us, because he came and 2-tapped both of us, and we were down instantly pretty much. And then that was it. That was game over. And then I went into my last match, which was a little bit more. I got to do a bit more gameplay on that one, and yeah, it's, again, I think it's fun. I'm gonna have all the information to this game and Crania in the description down below as always, and if anybody likes horror games and you end up getting this, let me know, and it'd be great to have more people to play with, to be honest, because again, it is a great game. I think it's unique compared to other games that are similar in the genre, like Dead by Daylight, where you have to repair generators. This one's got a little bit more to it. There's some looting aspects, and you have to search multiple bodies to find the key. Unfortunately, I never escaped, so I do want to make more videos. If you guys enjoy these, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to make another video where we actually escape, potentially, and also playing as the Doctor, because I think that would be cool. In this one here, you're going to see some more zombie gameplay, a little bit better than the previous videos, because in this one I actually go all defense and stuff like that. And right now, I think in this one, we were looking for the other players, so I know that yeah, see, they're there. We kind of stayed together. Now when I played with everybody, there was no Discord or anything like that, just again because I was just joining random games when I could throughout the day. But I think again, now that it's fully launched, I think the player base probably will grow. It kind of reminds me of Devour when I used to play that game. You guys probably have seen me stream that. I think I have a YouTube video of Devour as well. I need to play that again, by the way. There's a new level, so I'll be doing that. And I believe the other one, there's another game too that I put a video out a while back, and there's a new map for that other horror game too. So I'll be doing a couple others. But anyways, in this one here, we got into the main building here. We started looting these bodies. There was a zombie here, and just distracted it a little bit. The blood, I'm not sure why, but it had a warning on it. It doesn't say why, so I didn't step in it. But my guess is it either triggers the doctor or maybe you get infected that way. But yeah, I couldn't get through there because you needed a key, and I'm assuming that might be where you escape. But anyways, I kept looking around and, you know, trying to search for bodies. I got my first body here, and the doctor will make himself very present very soon, as you'll see. And then that's where things kind of got haywire for me on this match, which was actually my final match. But yeah, we decided to go outside. I really like the atmosphere though, the sounds, the way it looks. The game looks great visually. It's for an indie game, it's awesome, and the sound's really good. I do love the zombie aspects, the fact that, you know, you come back to life, and then you can kind of decide what to do here. I was trying the flashlight trick again, and I was having no luck. Couldn't save my friend. Kind of saw him go down there to a hatchet shot, or axe shot, I guess. So I decided to, you know, get away from the doctor, and unfortunately he decided to chase me. So we already know how that story's gonna end. But yeah, I got to do a little bit more though as the zombie this time around, and that's what, again, I think is probably one of my favorite features of this game, is playing as the zombie, because you get to basically continue your game. You're not dead, you're not out, you don't have to watch. You basically get to run around and, you know, do things and stay in the game. And I like that, because sometimes if let's say like a game like Dead by Daylight, if I run into a killer that's a tunneler and he gets me out in the first beginning of the match, but the match still goes on another 20 minutes, and I'm playing with friends, well then I'm usually just sitting there watching, which can be fun, but of course you'd rather be playing. I know for me, I'd rather be playing. So this is a unique way to keep you playing and keeping you engaged in the game, and you can actually still escape, because again, as a zombie, if you can find the nurse, you can totally escape, right? You just got to find the nurse, and then you're able to escape. But anyways, I was not able to find the nurse. That's another thing I haven't been able to do, but I was able to protect a bit on this one. So I attacked some zombies, and I wasn't sure if this one here was actually a friend, because that one wasn't even moving when I was hitting them, and there was already 2 victims, so that could have been my friend, the one that I hit. I'm gonna go into the washroom here, where I saw one person was hiding, and anyways, I was able to tell that it was actually a friend, so I decided to go and protect them from the doctor. And as you can see, when you die, because he chopped me up, you respawn as another zombie. I don't remember if you respawn in the same area though. That was a good move on my. Okay, yeah, so it is the same room. But yeah, as you saw there, they were playing possum, and then they ran, and they went and hid in the hole in the wall. So then I was just kind of there, and I was, you know, kind of hitting the doctor. I don't think you can kill the doctor, but I think when I hit him, it stuns him a little bit. And here I was kind of like hitting this zombie, trying to stop the zombie from attacking that player. But at the same time, that could have been one of them playing possum, I'm not sure. But I was hitting them anyway. And as you can see here, my health was going down, so that's what I was saying. This is where you kind of got to find a corpse, and then you feed on them. I still wasn't able to find the nurse, so that was the only thing. Other than that, yeah, let me know. What do you think of this game? I would really, really, really want to know. Put it in the comments. Let me know, is this a game that you're interested in? Is this something you think you'd play? Do you plan on getting it? If you do, let me know and we'll definitely play. And yeah, hopefully they get more of a player base. And I would like to see more maps and more option, maybe some more loots or ways to fight back, like, you know, stun grenades or tasers or traps or something. But this A Way to Be Dead is off in the right direction, I think. I think it just needs a little bit more of a player base, and that was the biggest thing for me. I started looking for the nurse, but I had no luck, so I just started exploring to kind of give you a little bit of that detail. I like the red colors in some of the areas. As you saw, though, the more I was exploring, and I think because of the gas down there too, I started to die, so I started heading back. But other than that, again, great game. And yeah, I would probably recommend this one, but again, it just needs that player base. I think that's the biggest downfall, is that currently the player base. And that's it. So if you guys like horror games like this, if you like indie games, or you like my content, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. It does help me a whole lot. And yeah, I started feeding here, but it was already too late for our team. Yeah, it helps me a whole lot. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. And let me know what you guys think. Other than that, I do have Resident Evil that's about to be wrapping up as other horror series. And The Medium will be the next one after that. So that's been pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll have all the information in the description down below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. And as always, I will catch all you amazing humans on the next one.